guys, welcome. How are you? This is a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. I hope you had a good new moon in Leo, and as well as a Lion's Gate. The portal's still open for the next couple of days. I know it was a lot of energy to handle. I did do a very full reading on the channel, so if you missed that, you can go to that now and check it out, maybe even before watching this. For some of you, that might be very helpful. But if this is your first time here, welcome. If you are coming back Cancer and haven't seen a Cancer reading in a little while, you knew that I took a couple weeks to sort of refresh my energy after 2 years straight on the channel with no break, and also to look at the direction I want to take the channel in. So all that research helped me make a few changes to the channel. The first thing you're going to notice is chapters. So all that is timestamps, so that you can kind of go into the description box and click on the oracle or the tarot, whatever portion of the reading you want to go to first. It's a little bit of a choose your own adventure. I think that will help people determine if the reading is even for them. So that's one thing I've added. The second thing I've added is a more focus on divine feminine energy, because 90% of the viewing audience here are identifying as divine feminine and are interested in twin flame dynamics. So that's the focus I'm going to take. And what that does is it just helps eliminate a lot of confusion. Who is she speaking about? Is it me? Is it my divine masculine? Is it the other person? Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm here for Cancer reading for divine feminine energy. Obviously, if you're here as a divine masculine, that's fine. It's coming at you from a different perspective. But as you know, you can always switch the energies around. So I think that will really help to eliminate a lot of the confusion. I spend most of my time in the comments answering questions about, well, how do I know who it is you're speaking to or about? This will help make things very clear. And finally, you'll notice a less is more approach. And that just means that I'm going to maybe do less readings per month, but make them deeper dives. So they will be longer than normal. That's why I'm adding the chapters as well. But what I'm hoping you'll get from this channel is something that you can really work with, more insights, more direction for your own work on your path, other than just offering small one-off hits like you can find on other channels anywhere. So that's what is on the menu. So what I'm going to do is I've already pulled your oracle. I'm selecting your oracle decks intuitively, shuffling, drawing cards, and then I'm just going to save time by reading it to you now. You got the first card out of the enchanted map is Ride the Wave, card 14. Card 14, 1 and 4 is 5. So there is an energy of change about, but the riding of the wave means that things may feel a little uncontrolled, but you're getting momentum. Ride the wave into abundance or into whatever it is you've been working to manifest. And if you notice, we've got the 2 dolphins here right on the crest of the wave. And there you are, Cancer, right on top. So again, it feels a little uncontrolled and maybe a little bit nerve-wracking, but something, you're on the right path. Something is unfolding to your benefit. The second card out from Spirit Animal Oracle was card 23. 2 and 3 is 5. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. And this is also telling you that, in the energy of the riding of the wave, and there's a great force of momentum behind you, Cancer, and sometimes it leaves you feeling unstable. And what the Eagle Spirit is saying is pull yourself above and look at it from almost a higher vantage point and know that there's a greater meaning for it. It is another message of Spirit having your back because you're on the right path. So you sort of almost have to kind of trust and let go and allow this wave to take you into shore. The third deck I used was Sacred Traveler, and you got the Finding Sanctuary card, opening to your spiritual source. And then the other one that came out was View from Above, get the big picture. I sort of feel like these two are the same energy. View from Above and the Eagle Spirit is asking, it's almost feeling a little bit like the Hanged Man, right? Get the 30,000 foot view and know that there's a higher meaning and purpose behind whatever this wave is that you're riding into shore. The Finding Sanctuary card is interesting because it's saying opening to your spiritual source. And I took some notes on this and I wrote down the words altar, sanctuary, meditation space. So If you do not have an altar that you've created in your space, or a little meditation space, or a little sanctuary, I don't care if it's a walk-in closet, this is guiding you to do that. I think what it will help you do is quiet all the noise and help you find solid ground amidst all this change. It's also telling you that in finding sanctuary, you kind of have to pull yourself out of a situation. So I am feeling a little bit of hermit energy as well, coming in with this to say, once you quiet all the noise outside and you can really hear your inner voice, things may become much clearer. So yeah, get the bigger picture and then retreat to your sanctuary, wherever it is. Find a little slice of space off the beaten path of traffic in your home so that you can really get quiet and find that direction that's coming to you from spirit. Ooh, I liked that. So I'm going to put this over here so I can kind of look at it during the reading. Whoops. Yeah, this is good. I love that the fives come in with so much backup for you with regard to spirit protecting you and guiding you and saying you're on the right path, don't panic. So I almost feel like that's the message for you, Cancer. I know that when we start to feel the momentum shift, things feel a little out of control. So when that happens, pull back into your sanctuary for clarity and guidance. Okay, moving on to tarot. Here we go. See what's coming through for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Knight of Swords is the present energy you're working with. That feels to me like there's swift movement. It can also be a little bit of riding the wave as well, because there's something that you're trying to clear up, speaking truth to power. What's crossing you is the Knight of Cups. Wow. Knights make offers. I feel like there's something here that has to be cleared up before you're open to receiving this love. I do feel the love is coming toward you, but there may be a challenge there because there's something that needs to be cleared up. Yes, because underneath is the Eight of Cups. There's something that isn't serving you or hasn't been serving you, or that you've walked away from in the past, endings and new beginnings in the past, closing out a cycle, learning the valuable life lessons, integrating it. Here's this is totally Cancer. You're moving on to a whole new direction. This is your strength. What's crowning you is this Two of Wands, that now there's a world of possibilities before you and in the palm of your hand. It's time to determine what you want to move in that direction. Ooh. And going forward, though, we have the Seven of Wands. I'm going to wait to clarify that because it could be coming through in a couple different ways. My gut is telling me my intuition is telling me that there's something that you let slip by, and it's something you want to clear up. And so on some level, this is you stepping into your power, asserting yourself, and possibly for the purposes of this conversation, which I feel is what it is. I feel like there's a conversation you would like to have, and when it appears, when the opportunity presents itself, Two of Wands, because you want to move in that direction, I feel like you're going to be very firmly in your power, with good, healthy boundaries, but also, with some self-assertion, which is not, Cancer, in a very stereotypical way, because I know you've got rising signs and you've got all kinds of other planetary, you could be here as a rising sign. The truth about Cancerians in a sort of stereotypical way is that you're just non-confrontational. You're deeply emotional, and as a result, you have that outer crab shell to protect the soft underbelly from the harsh realities of the world. So you're a lover, not a fighter. And as a result, it takes a lot. Look at what's on the bottom of the deck, right? I'm getting confirmation of this. So it takes a lot for you to kind of mix it up. But I feel that in this case, there's something that no longer serves you. You've learned the lessons. You're ready to choose the path. But There's something left unsaid here that I feel needs to be said, and you will be working up your inner strength. Yeah, Spirit has your back. Ride the wave. I kind of feel like when the time comes, when the opportunity presents itself for you to speak your truth to power, that's when things are going to start feeling out of balance. That's when you're going to feel that loss of control, of momentum. Four of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the World again. Wow, wow, wow. Ugh. I almost feel like what you're needing to do here with the Knight of Swords and the Four of Cups is talk about the elephant in the room, which is the emotional distance between you. I kind of feel on some level that this beautiful energy of destiny, of fate, of things unfolding in your favor isn't going to kick in fully. We've got the Jupiter energy here of the wheel. The blessings aren't going to start rolling in unless or until you clear the air about the emotional detachment. Could be coming from you, could be coming from your other person. Underneath is a reminder of this World card. Been there, done that. I've learned the lessons. I've integrated. I'm turning the page. But yet I feel the need to explain something here. Knight of Cups. This is what's crossing you. Right. Well, I kind of feel as if there's some wish fulfillment with regard to this energy of somebody coming in with their heart on their sleeve. Could be you, but I'm feeling it's the other person. It's your divine masculine, the one that you're dealing with, the person that has captured your heart, but that you're estranged from on some level, at least emotionally. And so that's kind of blocked unless and until you can clear the air. The Hermit is like you're wiser now. So you're sort of the guide in this situation. It's going to have to come from you. Maybe you've been in retreat for quite a while. The Finding Sanctuary card I mentioned felt very hermit-like to me. So it could be that, and it could just be that, it's tough to kind of come out of hiding, out of your retreat, your reclusivity, to sort of address the elephant in the room. And so underneath is the Knight of Pentacles, which is saying create a plan, right? So on some level in your psyche, you have to be deliberate and methodical and intentional, cross every T, dot every I, before you just go running off on your horse here with your sword of truth. So I do feel as if your energy is being modulated, right? Your emotional energy is being modulated, reminding you that you are the guide. So be very careful and intentional about the way you proceed. That's why that Wheel of Fortune is here, is it's all going to unfold in divine time. This clearing of the air will unfold in divine time, but it is being a little blocked right now. Eight of Cups underneath. Right. So here underneath, what's underneath is sort of what's in your psyche. So pretend all this energy here is coming from the bottom of the deck. And essentially it's like, I'm not getting any reciprocity. There's no equal give and take in this connection. Things are not in balance. That's why we have the fives. I'm doing all the work. I'm the only one giving to this connection. It's breaking my heart. I'm out. So I kind of feel as if that's it. I'm ready to be single again. Who needs this? So I am almost feeling like underneath there's almost like you've given up. You've already given up. And yet what's coming from the top of the deck in this moment is, but I'm going to have the last word. I've got something to say. So maybe there's a misalignment here. One half of you is out of the situation. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I'm done. This isn't a reciprocal relationship. I got nothing left to give. And the other part of you is like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got something to say. And in that something to say, things can change. So right now I feel like you're doing a lot of things, a lot of contemplation in your mind, and it's not something you're sharing with this person. And as a result, they're kind of flying blind. They don't really know. So that's why you're the guide in this situation, and you have enough inner self-awareness going for you that you can plan and lay out the path to this. We've got 3 knights here. 1, 2, 3. What are we missing? We're missing the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like there's something that you need to take charge in creating that opportunity where things can become clear. You can be heard. You can speak your truth, clear the air, whatever it is that you need to do here. Yes, in the past. Endings and new beginnings, coming through it victoriously. Feeling pretty on top of the world is how that's coming out in the past. Maybe some measure of reconciliation, taking a leap of faith, moving in a new direction. I sort of feel like whatever you came through here in the past, you said, yep, all right, I completed that lesson. I learned. I'm stronger now. I'm more self-assured. I'm more confident. 6 of Wands. I'm ready to take a leap in a new direction. And underneath is that what? 8 of Wands. But I still have to have that conversation. So there's some unfinished business here for you, Cancer, in your connection. That's what's coming through. The 2 of Wands is what's crowning you. And what's crowning you means it's serving your highest good toward the outcome you desire. Hanged Man. Hanged Man, right? View from above an eagle spirit. As I told you, 2 of Wands comes out again. And underneath, the Knight of Swords. Guys, like when this happens, if this hasn't spoken to you so far, then it's definitely not your reading. But I'm getting the 2 of Wands and the Knight of Swords twice with the Hanged Man there. It's saying, get the big picture on what's going on here. Take the time to pull yourself out of the situation and like hover, looking over onto yourself in this situation so you can get some enlightenment about it. So yes, delaying your instant gratification, okay. But this communication has to happen. Knight of Swords is underneath. So first get clear on what you want, the direction you're headed, the path you're choosing. Then, once you're clear on that, you can move into stepping into your power and preparing to be very clear with your voice, with your intention, with whatever it is you have to say. There's something very important. I'm seeing communicate, communicate, communicate. And it has to do with some emotional, there's disappointment here. I feel like you're disenchanted, Cancer, with the way this connection is going. It's not reciprocal. It's one-sided. You feel like you're done, but you haven't removed yourself yet. You're thinking about it, but you haven't done it. And that's because there are words left unsaid. Right. 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, not giving up, Tower, and then moving on. So I almost feel as if looking to the future here, the near future, this opportunity comes. You're not giving up on the situation necessarily, but you're on your last legs. And I feel the Tower moment is really you identifying what is not sustainable. Because the Tower can be a big shift, but the Tower can also be clearing the path, right? Getting rid of what's not sustainable, getting rid of what doesn't serve you. And sometimes it happens in an unexpected way because we've been delaying for so long. So like you've been knowing this conversation has to happen. I feel like you've played it out in your head 1,000 times. So the Tower comes in to let you know, not that you're going to have a Tower moment, but that unless and until, if you do not take action, some sort of action, 7 of Wands, to sort of step into providing some measure of clarity, speaking your truth to power, if you don't do it, the Spirit's going to do it for you. And underneath is the Chariot. There's your card, Cancer, wanting to move forward and be victorious. but you got to be careful that you don't let things go too long. So you're getting two different messages here. One is, yes, delay your need for instant gratification. Be sure you're getting the view from above, finding sanctuary, pulling back, listening to your inner voice, getting very clear on what you want to say. And then in divine time, when the opportunity presents itself, be very crystal clear about what you're trying to say. And it may just be that you're standing up for yourself in the situation, talking about this emotional disengagement, disenchantment, unhappiness, whatever, because things are not fair and balanced in this connection. All right, so now let me go ahead and pull the rest of the reading here for you. I meant to do that. I did not do it. Everything happens for a reason. Wow. Well, there's the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands showed up. All right, so your message from Spirit is Ten of Pentacles. This is that abundance, ride the wave, right? Something coming in that's going to provide some measure of groundedness and stability, right? All that hard work you've been doing. This is also a card of life partnership, so it may be an eye toward that. The energy that's surrounding you here is the Hermit. That's your inner guide, your inner wisdom, that part of you. This is about you being able to access your own ability to see things clearly as they are, not how you want them to be. So the Hermit energy surrounding you isn't all bad. It definitely feels like this is something that really serves you well, especially if you are the guide in this connection, which I almost feel like for sure you are. It's more Virgo energy. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there you go. We've got, let me just run through it real quick because we've got a lot of majors coming through. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Capricorn, Virgo, more Virgo here, the World again, more Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and you, Cancer. And then another Virgo hit here, Justice is Libra. And Sagittarius again with the Knight of Wands. So this is in your hopes and fears. Your hopes or fears are about, can we restore the sense of fairness and balance? Am I going to get that reciprocity? Is there a way for this, for myself to be validated and vindicated in my desire for, an equal give and take connection? And then, how's it, what's the potential outcome? Somebody coming back. This person returning with bells on. Well, there you are, Cancer. All right, so you're being told, stay in high vibration love. Focus on your happiness. Look what's coming in. Happiness, joy, bliss, a sense of stability and groundedness, an eye toward life partnership, which is great, or the life you're trying to build for yourself, manifesting. Underneath is the Queen of Swords, though. I feel Spirit's telling you, be sure you get all your ask all your questions. This is the Truth Seeker, Truth Teller card. So before you go cutting anybody out, right? Queen of Swords in reverse. Before you go cutting anybody out, make sure you've given an opportunity for both of you to air what's gone on between you, air your grievances, air your concerns, air your disappointments. I've got a little bit of everything in the mix here. Sometimes that Knight of Swords is angry. If you've got pent up anger, identify it, name it. Get very clear about it first so that you can present it in a fair and balanced way. So this card is also about that. So I think your hope is that things will be, some balance and fairness will be restored, some measure of validation, as I already said, and even a little bit of vindication. So that's your hopes. I'm not seeing a fear with the Justice card, but for some of you, I guess there could be. Then we've got the Knight of Wands. Hermit, please. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Cups. So the energy that's surrounding you, I do feel like somebody's trying to approach you in a flirtatious way, but they really have good intentions, this Knight of Cups. I feel like this person wants to offer you their love, and be a little bit more emotionally accessible, because that's something that's missing right now. But they're maybe approaching it in a less evolved way, or maybe a less serious way. And so while you're there in your hermit energy, which means you're not super accessible, this person may be having difficulty reaching you. Underneath is the King of Cups, and that is that now we have the King and Queen of Cups. And in reverse, not very emotionally available and difficult time expressing feelings, but upright. I feel this person really does love you. King and Queen of Cups could be dual. We could have some extra water sign energy, which is very common in the water readings. We've got Pisces. I don't necessarily see Scorpio, but we've got the King and Queen of Cups, so it could be. So I'm feeling as if the energy that's surrounding you is very positive in general, but it's difficult for this person to reach you. You're kind of remote. You may be the one having difficulty expressing your emotions. Justice. Hopes and fears. Yeah. Feel like you're hoping this person returns and, offers you some measure of balance in the relationship. Oh, okay, got it now. 7 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So I feel on some level you're holding out hope here that this person is the love of your life, but you may fear that they're not taking it seriously, and that, there may be trust issues here. Justice with the Knight of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Is this someone I can trust? I believe this person is the love of my life, or I want to believe this person is the love of my life, but am I being played? So I'm feeling a question mark around it. The Justice, wanting this fairness and balance and equal give and take and reciprocity, but this person just keeps coming in and out to serve their own agenda, or you fear that. Hopes and fears. Like you're hoping that this person is in it for the same thing that you're in it for, which is what I see in the energy surrounding you, but your fear is that they're not. And there you go. Oh my goodness. Knight of Wands in the potential outcome. I'm looking at it from a positive direction. I feel like this person is potentially coming back with a desire to sort of work on the connection and build on what you already have, take the connection to the next level, or take what's already good about it. In other words, when this tower energy is here, it's almost saying like the whole tower doesn't have to fall down. We just have to get rid of the levels that are no longer sustainable, the floors that are no longer structurally sound. But this person is coming in to let you know they're willing to take it from where it is and build upon it. So the 3 of Cups almost feels like it feels celebratory. It feels like there's some happiness and joy when they return in this co-creative energy, this collaborative energy, this energy of cooperation to work on the relationship. And this is coming from your past life soulmate. So there you go. 6 of Cups. It's a soul connection. It's meant to be. Even if this person has been in and out in the past, it feels like there's been a long-term connection here, either in this lifetime or in past lives. So it's not anything to kind of run out on too quickly. Right? Not so fast is what I'm hearing. Not so fast. Create your plan here, Cancer, because you're going to guide this connection forward. You're going to guide this person to expressing their true emotions. And when they return, they won't be returning to pull a fast one. They'll be returning to take where you are right now and build upon it. I kind of feel it's very hopeful. If this is speaking to you, Cancer, the link is below, and it's all going to be focused on divine masculine energy. How are they showing up? Where are they at right now in their present energy? How do they feel about the situation? How do they see the dynamics between you? How do they feel about you? And then messages to you from Spirit about whatever comes through, so you can kind of get some guidance around what to do with that. And I'll close out with some additional oracles, so it'll be pretty deep on that side too. Hope to see you there. Otherwise, take care and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye, Cancer.